guys, today I wanted to do something a little bit different on my channel. So, as you know, it's back to school season already, I know, how sad. Today I wanted to share with you how I make notes and how I try and make them look as aesthetically pleasing as possible. So yeah, these are some examples. So this is actually like college work. I would recommend anyone to have just felt tips when you're writing notes. Like I have these just WH Smith standard calligraphy pens where they're dual ended, you know. These are really helpful for like writing in fancy calligraphy fonts. However, you can just use normal felt tips, it's fine, it will be fine. Like just having any coloured felt tips will be fine. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about having like all this fancy, you know, pens or whatever. Before we get started on like the tutorial side of the video, there are like some pros and cons to making your notes look like this. So some pros are that teachers tend to like really like it or admire it, like really like strongly. Like teachers are always constantly asking me like, oh, how long does it take you? And you can tell they're just engaged with your work. When I make notes like these, like making them look aesthetic, I find personally that it helps me engage so much more. As you know, if you like are in college or whatever, or in the upper years of school, like GCSE or whatever, you of all people know that you have to look back on your work and you have to revise from it. So I feel like if it looks pretty, you're gonna be so much more engaged. The last pro is that it's like overall neat. Like it's more presentable, it makes you feel more organised, it makes your folders look nice, it puts you together. Some of the cons though, like there's not that many, but it is time consuming. If you want to make notes like these, it does take effort, it does take a long time, but to be honest, I think it's worth it. So like many things, you start off with inspiration. So I will look on Pinterest, I'll look on Google, I will basically search anywhere just for aesthetic notes. Once you have inspiration, I'm going to talk about titles. Titles to your notes can help massively, like they help so much. Like even if you've just got a page full of bullet points, having just a title that looks nice will help the whole page look nice. It helps it look more put together, do you know what I mean? So as you can see here, these are some titles that I do most commonly. So yeah, feel free to copy them, like yeah, I don't mind. But I like to use my pens and I use two different colours and make a gradient and sort of outline it with biro. It just helps it look more presentable and it helps like sort of make any plain scrappy bits of notes look presentable, if you know what I mean. What I would focus on next is the layout of your page. So having loads of information on a page just in paragraphs and like bullet points and stuff, it is gonna get too much for you to look back on. So like if you're revising and you see a page just full of words, you're not gonna be engaged with it, you're not gonna think, wow, I want to revise from that. So what I like to do is normally I draw boxes, I draw lines, I draw like just anything that will divide words up, if you know what I mean. So like, or even paragraphs, just to make it look more presentable and it helps me focus. Finally, the thing I want to talk about is colour scheme. Colour scheme has a massive impact on like just overall aesthetic and what it will look like. So I would say adding like a pop of colour, because when you think about it, if you're writing notes, you're going to be using a black biro or a blue biro or whatever. It's going to be plain, just all one colour. However, if you do bring in borders or titles, having like a bright, like vibrant colour will help it pop out, you know, and like add an accent to the page and it will further draw your attention. As you can see here, I have a blue title mixed with blue bullet points and it's only a minimal it's only a minimal aspect. However, having like them both the same colour with a complementary colour of pink, it helps it just to tie the whole page in together. And some of you may be thinking, why do this? Like, this is so much effort for your notes, but honestly, it will become like second nature to you. If you keep doing these steps, like, it will help you so much and it will just make your notes look so much more concise. It will help them look so much prettier and like, it will further just help you to make notes and like enjoy making notes, because as like somebody who's currently in college, I know writing notes can be a struggle, and it's like, it's just boring, you know? That's actually why I put so much effort into my note taking, and like, you could say I take it very seriously, but at the end of the day, it's just my interest. I find it so like satisfying, so I just do it, you know? Hopefully it was helpful for you. If it was, please comment down below what else you think makes good notes. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for making it to the end, and I'll see you next time.